ODM the direction to come and work with Kenya Kwanza. We equally celebrate you, Baba. At this juncture, I want to invite my colleague and my close friend, Mheshimiwa Patrick Munene, Member of Parliament for Chuka Igamba Ng'ombe. Let us appreciate Mheshimiwa Pato, who is also the Vice Chair of the Health Committee National Assembly. Asante sana. Karibu Mheshimiwa Pato. Hata yeye ni kijana wa broad based, ako ndani.
Thank you. Asante Mheshimiwa Kareke. Niseme to the House of Clergy ambao tuko nao leo, tuko na wazee wa kanisa na wachungaji wengi, familia Murungi yote ambaye iko hapa, the whole extended Murungi's family, Baba Raila Odinga, kiongozi mkubwa wa nchi ya Kenya, kiongozi bila ukabila yoyote, Governor Orango, our in-law, and your lovely wife, and your family, Governor from Busia, Madam Karua, Mama Karua, Mother, waheshimiwa wenzangu, pia tuko na Moses Kuria kwa hii nyumba pia, karibu sana Kuria, na viongozi wote, watu wetu. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Amen. Nampigia Moses Kuria makofi pia yako broad base quiz. Niseme kwanza poleni sana Betty and the whole family. Governor pole sana Orango for losing your father-in-law. Baba asante for finding time in your busy schedule to be here to support this family. Mimi naitwa Pato, mbunge wa Chuka Igamba Ng'ombe. This is my second term I'm serving that constituency, and also the vice chairman of the health committee. Na baba asante pale kwa kamati ya afya, mimi nimekuwa vice chairman na sasa umeniletea expert anaitwa Dr. Jikal kama chairman yangu. Ndio chairman yangu pale kwa kamati. A man we served in that committee again last parliament, and I'm sure we'll do a good job for this country. Niseme hapa pia ni nyumbani kwa Deputy President wa Kenya Kithure Kindiki hapa Tharaka Nithi. Wakati baba unasaidia kustabilize the nation, hii kazi Tharaka Nithi si tulianza mapema. Wakati tulikutana na kijana Orango from university, tukaona maisha yake si stable, tulimsaidia na msichana akastabilize maisha yake. na Betty akastabilize Siaya kabisa. Ukweli uongo? Siaya iko stable na Orango yuko stable. So ukitaka kustabilize maneno unaanza Tharaka Nithi. Wakati president wetu William alijua ingredient number 1 is to get a deputy president who will allow every Kenyan to be in government, and he went to a man called Kithure Kindiki mwenye ana ukabila kabisa. Ilibidi atafute Kindiki kwa sababu anajua kama angekuwa yule mzee mwingine tungesema hapana, baba ana share ana nini. Lakini Kindiki ni rafiki ya baba na sisi tunapenda baba na tunamheshimu baba. Wakati nilikuwa university KU, we really supported you. Na siku moja ukatuita Uhuru Park before election, na hiyo siku nikajua tumeshinda. Ile siku ulisimama hapo kwa jukwaa ukasema, haya sasa umepambauka na nyani kushapada juu ya miti. Lakini sasa Kivuito akatufanya maneno mengine baba. And baba, you love this country because kama ni mwingine angefanywa ile mambo imekutendekea kwa hii nchi ingekuwa tu na nchi tena. But you have been a selfless man who knows that Kenya is bigger than all of us. Pia tushukuru rais wetu William Samuel Ruto. A man I support from deep inside my heart. Sio mchezo kuchukua serikali na ugawe serikali na useme kila mtu aingie kwa serikali. If William Ruto was a selfish man today, you would have a very destabilized country today. Lakini alituita akatuambia, nyinyi watu yangu ya Kenya kwanza, Kenya is big than all of us, and this government is enough for all of us. Na sisi tukakubali kwamba hii serikali inatutosha zote kama wa Kenya. So mimi nataka kushukuru baba kwa sababu ya kukua father figure in this nation. kwa familia ya James. James, we have admired you from when you were a university student as a great and courageous leader. Lakini na hiyo courage yako yote James, kama ungepata also a courageous wife, ungekuwa bachelor saa hizi. Hakuna bibi angefuata mtu kichwa ngumu hivyo. Lakini sasa Betty naye alitoka Tharaka Nithi, where iron ladies are also brought up. So it was an iron man who met an iron lady, and they made up a beautiful family. So we celebrate you today. Kwa hiyo mengi watu wa Siaya pia nataka kusema asanti, kwa sababu ni kazi kubwa kutoka all the way, na hata tulikuta wengine mmefika hapa mbele yetu. So we thank you for the love you have for this family, for James and the wife. Asante sana kwa hiyo mapenzi. Hapa ni kwa Mheshimiwa Kareke Biuki, tunamuitanga senior. He is doing his 4th term in parliament now. Wakati William Ruto alikuwa minister wa agriculture, Kareke ndiye alikuwa assistant minister wa agriculture. So tunaendelea kusukuma hapa Tharaka Nithi, tunamwambia sasa apange maneno mengine na ameanza kupanga. Asante Bwana Kareke. Kwa familia poleni, we lead today a great man, na kuna Eric alisoma vizuri sana, na kanisa ni vizuri hiyo kitu Eric alisema tukue tunaifikiria kila wakati. Alisema as a leader, si kazi yako kuongoza the young generation na kuambia what to do. Even as a teacher, the greatest work you have is to bring them to self-introspection and guide their route of thinking. Eric, that was powerful and I heard it very clearly. Kwa hiyo mengi mimi nataka kumalizia hapo, niseme Mungu awabariki, and to the Murugis family poleni sana. Asante.
Asante sana. Let us appreciate Mheshimiwa Patrick Munene tafadhali. Asante sana. Tukifika hapo naomba kuita Senior Counsel Dr. Otiende Omolo from Larienda constituency. Asante sana. Karibu sana Senior Counsel. Asante sana.
Thank you, my brother Mbiuki. To the church, our PCA church, to the Murungi family, Excellency Raila Odinga, Excellency Martha Karua, Excellency Governor Orango, Governor Utuoma, and the First Ladies, my colleagues from Parliament, led by Dr. Oburu Oginga. Our brothers from Chogoria, Mara, Tharaka Nithi, and sisters, and our brothers and sisters from all over who have come to condole with us. My name is Otiende Amolo. I'm the Member of Parliament for Ariada. First of all, may I take the opportunity to our dear church to apologize. You know, we are mourning, and people mourn in different ways. Here, I know you mourn in quietude and reverence. Where we come from, we express our sorrow. So we mourn loudly with animation and expressiveness. And just bear with us, because that's how we are. That's where Betty went to. Hello? But the other attribute is that we mourn in numbers. You can imagine, Wiru here is about 1,000 kilometers from Siaya. But people started traveling yesterday in order to get here and mourn with us. Now, our ladies from Siaya came and sang, but it's only the ladies. May I just say that all those from Nyanza who came to condole with Betty and Governor Orango, please just be upstanding so that you can be seen. Chungura chunga jomoa Nyanza te, led by none other than Raila Odinga. Makofi kwetu, makofi kwetu. Hera mari Yesu, hera manade. Kwe mari Yesu, kwe manade. Ngono mari Yesu, ngono manade. Asanteni sana, asanteni sana. As my colleague has said, we are short on time, and therefore we have many colleagues who will not be directly recognized. But among us, we have Victor Nyagaya, the CEO of the Lake Region Economic Bloc. We have former PS Kari Orege, who's there. We have Willis of the Pinky Pongi fame. He's also there. But I also travel with my dear wife, Lynette Nyalego. Please also wave. Now, I will not say much. I have read the eulogy of Mzee Murungi. I listened to the various tributes as we attended the meetings in Nairobi, and I've learned that the life of Mzee teaches us about convergence and divergence. Convergence, that a young man in a missionary school in Kangaroo could suddenly get the opportunity to go to America through the airlift of a politician from Rusinga Island. That is a very unlikely convergence. Convergence, because having gone there and having come back, and as has been said, made sure that the entire family was well educated. You know, Senior Counsel James Orango is always often praised. But people don't know that Betty Kari Murungi is a very learned and intelligent lawyer of her own right. So sometimes I don't know that we should thank you or you should thank us, but I think we should thank each other for the two of them. But the convergence that a girl from Wiru village in Chogoria could then meet a man from some very deep village in Siaya, and then they get together as husband and wife. That is convergence. But you know, this life, sometimes the church, even politics can converge positively with religion, as you could see in what I said. When I sit here, and I think Biuki was talking about Tharaka Nithi, I remember in 2007, I was at KICC, fiercely defending the votes of Raila Odinga as the rightful winner. And we were with James Orango. But on the other side was my other friend and senior colleague, Martha Karua, who was fiercely defending the opposite. That was divergence, is it not so? But people can diverge, but they don't stay divergent. In 2022, Martha Karua and Raila Odinga converged again. And we were at Bomas of Kenya on behalf of Her Excellency Raila Odinga, on behalf of Her Excellency Martha Karua, when we were fiercely defending the win of the two against Miyuki, and the others were on the other side. But now, there's been a convergence again, isn't it? Life is about convergence and divergence, and that is what we must learn from the life of Mzee. All I ask is that there are people from different political parties even here, and so we will not sell a political party, because it is your right to belong to that political party. The way it is my right to belong to my political party that is called the ODM. When we converge, understand us. When we diverge, we will also understand you. All we ask is that the church to pray for us, that in our convergence and divergence, let it not result into violence. Let it be about divergence and convergence in peace. I thank you all. Thank you very much.
Asante sana. Let us appreciate Dr. Otiendo Molo tafadhali. Thanks so much, Otiendo, for taking us through the down memory lane. These are the people who voted immensely in 2007, and then the game was over. So the great people of Mala constituency, Tharaka Nithi County, can you be upstanding? So the people of Mala constituency, Tharaka Nithi County, tafadhali musimame. We also need to appreciate you. Let us appreciate the people of great constituency, Mara, Tharaka Nithi County. These are the great men and women who voted to the man in 2007. Asante sana. I can even see Dr. Mbaya here. Asante sana. So at this juncture, I want to invite a very close friend. A friend who has really been of great help to us. Right now, we are under Mologe West Parish, but across there we have Chogoria PCA Church. Chogoria PCA Church, we used to have a church which was built in 1922. But courtesy of James, our Modonua, and my very close Dr. Buru Odinga, we did so many Alambes there, and now we have a very big church. So at this juncture, I want to invite my very close friend. We used to come together, even together with Betty, to do fundraising for that church, and they are very great friends. Let us appreciate Dr. Buru Odinga.
Hapa ni sawa. Asante. The family of the late Mzee Murungi and our leaders, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga and my governor, James Agre Orango, and Governor Otuma, and the clergy, and all protocols observed. I don't have much to say, but I was touched when I was told that Mzee has gone, that Mzee has left us. This is because I know the Mzee. I know the Mzee. Me and James were here to see Mzee, both in his house and also at the church. We prayed with him in the church, and we did some mini arambe, just some little arambe for the church here. But the main one is the one Kareke has mentioned in Chogoria, up there. When the people in Chogoria saw our chopper landing here, they thought that Mzee had hijacked their harambe, that now the harambe was now being held here. But we told them, no, this is just a mini one. This is just a very mini one. And Mzee gave us such a hearty welcome when we came to visit him here. And I always have very, very fond memories of the moment we were with Mzee here, with James. When we were with James, it is me who invited James. It is not James who invited me. And this is because some ladies who are very committed from Chogoria came to my office when I was Assistant Minister of Finance. And they came and pleaded with me to come and do an Arabic for them. And then I said, why me? Why do you, of all these people, these big people with big monies everywhere, why Oburu the poor man? Why do you come to ask me to come and do Arabic for you? They said it is God who has sent us. God has sent us to you, and it is you we want. Whether you have little money or whatever you have, just come. Just come yourself, and we'll appreciate. So that is why I came, and then I remembered that this is Betty's home. So I said, Orango should be the one now to lead when we are coming here. But James gave me the lead, so I'm the one who was leading when we came. Then we said, now, when I talked to Betty, Betty told me that that church where you are going is where I was baptized. That is the church, that is the home church. Then now it gave me even more courage. But when I accepted to come, I did not know that it was the church of Betty where she was even baptized. But I came and met you people. The people over here are very good people. You people are our friends. The people of Meru here are our friends. From Jaramogi time, I realized when Jaramogi was standing against Moi in 1992, the people of Meru the people of Meru, and the people of Meru, Moga. You are not replying, Moga Muno. Thank you. Now, Jaramogi campaigned in Meru, and it is only in Meru that Jaramogi, in the whole of the mountain, it was only here in Meru and Kiambu where Jaramogi got one, Paul Muite, and here he got 2 members of parliament, Kiraitu Murungi and our friend, the lawyer, Gitobu Imanyara. So we thank you profusely. As a family, we have very fond memories of you supporting us, supporting our dad. You supported our dad. Here now, as things stand, we are in this government called broad-based government. I'm a member of broad-based government. Martha Karua has told me she's very far from broad-based government. It is okay, because we are friends. That does not spoil friendship, because we might be there and there, but tomorrow we are together. So politics is like that, but I want to say that this our country must remain united. And Raila is very big-hearted. You know, for five years, Raila supported Uhuru Kenyatta. He supported Uhuru Kenyatta without asking Uhuru to give him ministers, to give him anything, because he wanted to bring the mountain closer to us. We are saying the government which you supported, Raila gave you unconditional support. And we were expecting that when Raila now stands to be for presidential candidate, the mountain was going to come and give Raila a reciprocal treatment. But as fate would have it, that did not happen. And Uhuru Kenyatta warned you people. Uhuru Kenyatta warned you people and told you that you will cry. You will cry. Now, when you are crying, you want Raila to come and rescue you. How does he do it? Now, but we are in broad-based government, and we don't regret, and what we want to do is to have our country in one piece, and let us continue. Elections will come and go. When those elections come, people will decide who to lead. But for now, we must be stable, and we must stabilize the government which is there today. Thank you very much. And you people of Meru, you gave us Betty. Betty is your gold, and you gave us your gold. And she's now our gold. Betty is now our gold, and we really appreciate her presence. Me, whenever I see her, even when I have disagreed with Jim a little, I always feel comfort. I feel comforted a lot to see her. And Betty, we love you. We are with you. Thank you. Take care of Jim. Take care of us. You are ours. You are ours to stay, and you are ours forever. Thank you.
Asante sana. Let us appreciate Dr. Raila Odinga. Thanks so much, Daktari, for that candid conversation. But I want to say that the people of this region were overwhelmed by love, and were extremely very passionate. We voted from our hearts, and we voted to the man for William Samoei Arap Ruto. And we equally want to thank him, because even after whatever happened with the impeachment and the rest, he gave our son, Professor Kithure Kindiki, to be his number 2. But yote tisa, we also equally appreciate Raila Odinga, because he came in a very big way, and now there is peace and tranquility in the country. Courtesy of Raila Amolo Odinga. In a big way, before I invite back my friend, Mheshimiwa Gitonga, we also want to appreciate Mheshimiwa Martha Karua, who have been extremely very close friend to the Siaya First Lady, Wakili Mbete. They went out of their way. We know the work which they did in terms of the liberation of this country, the first liberation, the multipartyism, and being a stickler to the rule of law. We know Mheshimiwa Martha has been the party leader of NARC Kenya, which now have been converted into PLP, People's Liberation Party. So at this juncture, I want to invite my brother Mheshimiwa Mbongo. They were together in Azimio, so it was one team. Actually, this is what broad-based is made of. Because my brother here, we are competing together. Me, I was part of the bottom-up, pesa mfukoni, and then Mheshimiwa Mbongo alikuwa ndani ya Azimio, na sasa we are close, very close friend. We had our own handshake at the local level, na tukaamua tufanye kazi pamoja for the sake of this great constituency and this county. So at the juncture, karibu sana Mheshimiwa Mbongo, so that we can be able to invite our iron lady, the gracious lady, Mheshimiwa Martha Karua. Asante sana.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa Kareke Mbioki. Mumesikia jina yangu ni nani? Hata mumesahau. Naitwa Bongo. Na Bongo si ile Bongo ya kutoka Kongo. Nilikuwa naambia watu watumie na umesikia Dr. Oburu amewaambia wakati mlikuwa mnapewa onyo, nilikuwa naambia watu tumieni nini? Tumieni Bongo. Mheshimiwa Kareke, asante sana. Mheshimiwa Kareke ameniambia he is a sitting member of parliament and I'm the standing member of parliament. So amenipatia nafasi to invite my friend Honorable Martha Karua ambaye ni party leader wa PLP. Tupigie Mheshimiwa Martha Karua makofi tafadhali.
God is good, and all the time.
God is good.
The family of the late Laban Murungi, led by my friend, all the family members, but I want to acknowledge my entry into the family through my friend, Betty Murungi, and also through my dear friend, Governor James Orango. I want to recognize aliyekuwa kinara wangu, the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, who is also a long-time friend. I want to recognize Governor Otuoma. All the members of parliament allow me to ride on the established protocol. All the dignitaries, the people of Shogoria and the people of Siaya who are here. Because wananchis are the greatest dignitaries. And of course, the clergy. We are in a service. I should have started with the clergy. Please excuse my protocols. We are here to stand with this family. A lot has been said about the distinguished departed Laban Murungi, and we can learn a lot from him. He performed his duties with excellence. He has raised a beautiful family. We have seen them. He was a distinguished educator and agricultural expert. Everything with distinction. And for those who do not know, Betty, in her own right, was part of the second liberation. is a distinguished member of the human rights fraternity in Kenya, an international lawyer, recognized and sent to head missions by the United Nations, and therefore, in her own right, a leader in this country. Now, when you put Betty together with a distinguished leader like the Honorable His Excellency James Orango, that's a powerhouse. So I'm here to mourn with the family and to know that it's an emotional moment for them. The passing on of a parent at whatever age takes you down memory lane, and one is able to feel that emotion that connects you with your source. I want to say Pole, to say that life is transient, and we are all headed that way. We shall all exit, but we never know when. It's a mystery, it's only God who knows. And before I go too far, Mama Murungi, my condolences. When I greeted you this morning, I did not know who she was, but I was telling her she looks like members of the family. I now know you're the surviving widow of Laban Murungi and Pole Sana. So we are here to stand with the family. I want to thank the people of Siaya for coming in large numbers. It's something we must acknowledge, and that is a show of love. Also to acknowledge the coming of the Right Honorable Raila Odinga is strong support to the family, and I know the close ties between his family and the family of the governor. I also know the friendship between Betty and Mama Ida Odinga. I acknowledge my friend Dorothy Nyong'o, the First Lady of Kisumu. The world is a small place because you can see we are here gathered and we are able to meet friends from different parts of the country. I agree with my friend, Senior Counsel Otiende Amolo, that people sometimes converge and other times disagree. And when you agree to disagree, it is okay. Last season, I campaigned with Baba, and I helped to enter the mountain amidst great hostility. But after 5 days of braving that hostility, mukatulia na tukaweza kuendelea. Because politics is not for the faint-hearted. But I want to agree also that it is the right of those who feel that broad-based is the way to go. It is also our right to disagree. And that is why I firmly remain in the opposition. I firmly remain with the people. And today we must continue questioning government, questioning its policies. We must continue saying no to abductions, saying no to executions, saying no to grand theft of public funds when basic services are suffering. We must continue saying no to the suffering through the she. One doesn't even know what is what. We must continue asking for money for education. Those are the issues we would want looked into. And that's why the framers of our Constitution found it fit to decree that Kenya will be a multi-party democracy, that in Parliament there will be a minority side and a majority side. But when you merge the minority and majority, as is happening in the broad-based, you deny people the power to question government from a position of strength. So while blessing the broad-based for those who see it that way, I still request them to do what the law says, to enter in political holy matrimony, which is a coalition. registered by the Registrar of Political Parties, to let the vital committees sit with parties absolutely not in government, so that we are able to continue having a debate that is healthy for this country. I am saying that because we are lionizing a man who lived his life well and who did things with excellence. If you are a teacher, perform your job with excellence. If you are a politician like me, perform your job with excellence. If it means going, that's what I try to do, to stand my ground at all times. I remain a friend of Baba. He is my brother, but politically we have agreed to disagree. I don't want to go beyond that because we also must respect time. I want to assure the Murungi family, we will stand with you in prayers. This day is important, but I know after this day, we will still need to stand with you. And the best tribute you can give to your father, be honest to yourselves, shun the things your father shunned, and do things with excellence. May his soul rest in peace. May God continue to bless and comfort his family's friends from Mount Kenya to the lake. And in a nutshell, as Kenya, we are one family. But in a family, we discuss and tunajikosoa hata kwa familia. So take my statements in the light that even as a family, we must speak the truth. Asanteni, may he rest in peace.
Makofi ingine ya Martha Karua tafadhali. Asante sana. Asante sana mheshimiwa. Two of our MCAs, the area MCA, Honorable Mawera Nyaga ametuma apologies. Na Honorable Kabawanja, they're in a session at the county, so they will not be able to attend. Lakini wametuma their apologies. Your Excellency, Raila Odinga, no, sikuiti sahi. I want you to give me permission to call the person who is going to read the tribute of Mrs. Ida Odinga, Irene Shali. Karibu sana.
To the presiding judge today, the family of Laban Murungi, His Excellency, the Right Honorable, the first Prime Minister and the second Prime Minister of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, the governors present, led by Governor James Bob Agri Orango, Your Excellencies, First Ladies, present, led by Betty Murungi and Dorothy Nyong'o, MPs present, members of Parliament, senators, and all protocol observed. Good afternoon. Allow me read the tribute of Dr. Ida Odinga that many of you know that was Betty's high school teacher at Kenya High. We are gathered here today to honor and remember the life of Mr. Laban Murungi, a loving father and a man whose presence made a difference in the lives of those around him. I had a privilege of teaching Her Excellency Betty Murungi at Kenya High School. And through her, I came to understand the values and love that Mr. Murungi instilled in his family. His guidance and support shaped a young mind who continues to reflect his kindness, strength, and wisdom. Betty thereafter got married to His Excellency James Orango, who was my yearmate in the University of Nairobi. And that is the strong bond that we have with the family till today. Losing a parent is never easy, and I can only imagine the sorrow that Betty and the family are feeling. But in the moment of grief, I hope they find comfort in knowing that their father left a legacy of love, integrity, and positive impact he had on so many lives. To the family, please accept my deepest condolences. May you find strength in the memories you shared, and may his soul rest in eternal peace. Thank you. Canon Dr. Ida Betty Odinga. My name is Irene Shali. I'm the personal assistant. Thank you.
That lady was reading the speech of Excellency Ida Odinga. Pigieni Ida makofi tafadhali. Wajua anaangalia kwa runinga, aone, mpigieni makofi ya nguvu. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I'll take back to my brother Honorable Kareke Mbioki to continue with the program. Mheshimiwa.
Asante sana. Thanks so much, my fellow mourners. At this juncture, I want to invite a very close friend to the family, and more so a close friend to the people of Tharaka Nithi and Mara constituency, who is an advisor to His Excellency the President and a former Minister for Trade, Moses Kuria. Karibu sana Moses Kuria. Ndiye huyo, and we really want to thank him. We came together with him so that we can celebrate the life and times of Julius Mulungi. Karibu sana waziri.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Kareke Mbioki. The Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga, jamii ya mzee Julius Mulungi wakiongozwa na rafiki yangu Nyadhurwa Betty Kari Mulungi Orango, Mheshimiwa Governor wa Siaya Mheshimiwa Orango, Mheshimiwa Governor Otuoma, Governor wa Busia County Mheshimiwa Martha Karua, wabunge ambao wako hapa, viongozi wetu wa kanisa, watu wa hapa Tharaka Nithi, mugeni Kairi, na watu wa Siaya, Jodhura Untie, Jodhura Umol. Pole, nimesahau pia kutaja rafiki yangu, the one and only youth leader wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, Senator Oburu Odinga. Tuko hapa na nimekuja hapa kuleta rambirambi zangu za jamii yangu na watu wa kwetu kwa sababu ya kuachwa na mzee. I have listened carefully to the eulogy of mzee. Someone who has set a record in all the spheres, from working for government, working for private sector, and working for the community. As a matter of fact, I have listened carefully to his role in the cooperatives movement, and you will want to know, Betty, that this is actually the headquarters of cooperatives in this country. A lot of cooperatives find their root here, and I'm sure that finds its way to the work that mzee did. So tuseme mzee apumzike pahali pema uko peponi, na sisi zote tuko katika hiyo safari. Sisi zote tuko katika hiyo safari. Najua nimesikia rafiki yangu Speaker wa Siaya County akisema ati sasa anashindwa vipi Betty akaolewa na Orango, na Orango alikuwa mtu wa kushikwa. Mimi nikashindwa, huyu Betty, huyu George anajua huyu Betty anaongea juu yake kweli? I remember on Sunday I was telling the Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga that compared to Betty, James Orango is a moderate. For those of you who know James Orango as a radical, the actual radical is Betty Mulungi. Yeah? And I'm sure people who are here like Martha Karua will attest to that. So Betty and Jimmy, please take heart. I knew this Betty a whole 33 years ago. Tulikutana house number K25 kwa George Anyona when Anyona was released. And what we find today, I am not sure how she ended up in Siaya, but I remember she went to Siaya shortly after Orango made the speech of Mark Anthony katika mazishi ya Jaramogi. Somehow I can find the eloquence na hiyo kizungu ya hiyo mazishi. Pengine that is how we trace Betty's route to Kenya. I want to say this, and I want to say this specifically to my friend, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. Unajua mengi yamesemwa, na mengi yamesemwa about Baba's stand in the contemporary politics of this country. When I became a minister, way before the broad-based, I could sense something is wrong with this country. And I said the center can no longer hold. And we can no longer continue with the politics of division, with the politics of balkanization, with politics of antagonism. Way before broad-based government, I went with Orango to Alego, tukaanza industrial park. Nikaenda na Uchiro yako pale Makalda in Migori, tukafanya the same thing. Tukaenda na Nyasuna Wanga pale Riwa, and all na kwa Utuoma pale Nasewa, because I had seen that we cannot continue curing the problems of this country with the same old tactics and the same old ways of doing things. So let me correct you a bit, my senior youth leader. Yes, you've talked to the people of the mountain. But let me tell you something. Raila Odinga did not come to broad-based government to save people from this region. Raila Odinga came to broad-based government to save this country. And that is a whole difference. When we had problems with Gen Z, and you know what happened. Raila Odinga, he had two options. He had kibiriti, a matchbox, and a jerrycan of petrol. And he had water on the other hand. It was his right to choose any. He could have chosen the jerrycan of petrol na kibiriti na kuchoma Kenya iendelee kuchomeka. But he said, to what does it benefit me? To wish the house of a neighbor to burn, ndio apate hasara, knowing I'm the neighbor and the fire will catch even my own house. So he chose yet again. He bent backward yet again to save this country. And Baba, let me assure you that history will judge you kindly for choosing the right thing for country. And I want to assure you personally, pahali utaenda bioni itaenda mpaka tuunganishe hii Kenya na tusonge mbele pamoja. Unajua mimi Senator Oburu hapo Juma nilikuwa champion ya ukabila. Na nika every angel has a past and every sinner has a future. That is what I want to wonder. Na niulize. Nimesikiza dadangu Martha Karua akisema we are going to condemn abductions. Yes. Even some of us who are in government, we have condemned abductions. We are going to condemn corruption and all those things. Let us condemn all those things. And let us support everything. But let us not return this country to tribal divisions. Wakati nikiona Martha Karua akiwa pamoja na wale viongozi wanaendeza ukabila Kenya hii, nasema kweli every sinner has a future. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki. Thank you.
Asante sana. Let us appreciate Waziri Moses Kuria. Asante sana Waziri Moses Kuria for advocating for united Kenya, because we are one people, one country. So at this juncture I want to invite another close friend of mine. We joined parliament together with him in 2007. He served as a minister under the Grand Coalition government. And at the same time, right now, he is the governor of Busia County, Dr. Paul Otuoma. Makofi kwa Dr. Paul Otuoma tafadhali. Asante. And thanks so much, Waziri, for coming all the way. Asante.
Asante sana. Asante sana. God is good. And all the time. Good, and that's his nature. Asanteni sana. Kanisa, familia ya Murungi, Waziri Mkuu Raila Odinga, mimi pia nimekuja hapa kutoa pole. Nimetembea, tumekuja na watu kidogo kutoka Busia. Mkiwa karibu msimame tu mpunge mkono. Busia team, Bwana Nuru yuko pale, Deista na kuona, Juliet, hao wote na Wafula ni marafiki za James Orango. Na sisi ni majirani. Na familia ya Murungi pia ni marafiki wa familia yangu pia kivyao. Betty Murungi hapa, dada yake pale na familia yao wamekuwa pia marafiki wa miaka mingi. Kwa sababu hii safari saa nyingine pia mimi nasaidianga James Orango. Mimi napita Chogoria naenda paka Igembe. Huko ndio mimi nilitoa mwenzangu. So kwa watu wa Chogoria, kama mnajua kwa Mbabu, huko ndio mimi nilitoa mwenzangu, naona mmoja anafurahia pale. So hii safari ya familia ya Murungi vile imesemekana, mzee ametembea safari yake na yale mazuri amefanya imesemwa, mifano mzuri imesemwa. Moja ambayo mimi naona ambayo imesaidia eneo hili sana ni mambo ya cooperatives. Kule kwetu ndio tunajaribu kusukuma watu kuweka cooperatives as a way of pooling and compounding resources. Huku hii mambo ilianza kitambo. Na kikuja pamoja, alafu wanapuli na kuwa kama kampuni kupitia zile cooperatives. So it's a big role that mzee has played and is a big legacy. We can't take it for granted, especially some of us who are now just trying to push it in that part of the world. I'm sure, Mama, you are very much aware that in that part of the world, cooperative movement iko chini. So tunajiunga hiyo na kutoa shukran kwa ile miaka Mwenyezi Mungu amempatia. Ya mwisho, mimi nitasema tu kujiunga na wenzangu. Wale wanasema Kenya ni muhimu, na tujaribu kuangalia Kenya kutoka pembe zote. Leo tuko hapa Chogoria kama familia moja. Nimeona ndugu yangu pale ameweka tribute mzuri kwa babu yake. Sasa huyo ni Mkenya. Anatoka kule Siaya, lakini pia mizizi yake iko wapi? Chogoria. That's the Kenya we want. So sisi tukiona kwamba baba yetu Raila Odinga anasema Kenya ni muhimu, tuweke tofauti zetu ndogo ndogo. Mimi nakumbuka wakati moja nilikuwa nalalamika, mzee akaniambia ile safari bado ni ndefu. Some of us things have happened that you cannot imagine, but we are here. Tomorrow is also another day. So to me, hii mambo inaongelewa, nitajiunga tu na wale wamesema. Let us look for ways of making Kenya a better country, rather than kutafuta vitu ndogo ndogo ambayo inaweza kuharibu maisha ya nchi hii. So mambo ya kuzungumuza, hii mlima ni pali mzuri sana, lakini kuna watu saa nyingine wanaipatia jina mbaya kwa sababu wanajaribu kutumia mlima ni kama kitu ya kibinafsi na kitu ambaye labda inafaa kuwagawanya wa Kenya. But we have come to realize we are one people. We have same destiny. When people who are fighting for freedom hapa siku za Maumau, hata kwetu kule ukikuja Busia iko Maumau. Iko everywhere. People contributed in various ways to make a nation. And that's why we have to decide that it is not fate that has put us together. We must build a nation together. So mimi, nasema pole, madam. I can see where these tributes came from. Umesaidiana na ndugu yangu James is my elder brother. Sikukuwa karibu, lakini nilisema lazima nifike. Na ndio nimesema nitafika hapa because you are always there for me. Thank you so much and thank you baba. Si mimi niwachia hapo. Asanteni sana, Mwenyezi Mungu aiweke roho ya marehemu mahali pema peponi. Na watu wa Siaya asanteni sana kulia vile tunalianga. Hiyo ndio vile sisi huwa tunalia. Asante.
Asante sana. Let us appreciate Dr. Tuama tafadhali, the governor of Busia County. So at this juncture, before I invite James, our in-law, let me take this opportunity once again kusema pole. Betty, Mama, together with your entire family, pole sana for the loss of your beloved dad or your beloved husband. And we really want to take this opportunity to thank Baba Raila Odinga, together with James and the entire fraternity from Lake Basin, for coming and give us, to come and support us as we give the final respect and as we celebrate the life of our late brother, our late dad, Julius Molongi. We are extremely indebted because you have come in big numbers to come and join us local as we lay one of our own to rest. We will forever remain grateful and always count on our total support. And lastly, kusema asante James, because you have taken very good care of our loving daughter, our loving sister. You have taken care of Betty. And from when Betty crossed over to the other side, you have never had complaints. And you have received a lot of support from the family, from you also, in terms of the development activities of this place. And we really admire you and we respect you as our in-law. Wewe mudhoni wetu. And an extremely very good mudhoni. Ule ambaye tunapenda na tunaendelea kukuombea na Mwenyezi Mungu akupatie maisha marefu. Last year antobeto ba Tharaka Nithi County mugeni. Tukwaria gisunku kinge na no kwigwa tutakwenda tumba kwaria kiu kya nyulu kiko na wenyewe. Lakini once again tikanywe kanyako busokeria thank you na njira mwanya. Nuntu bakuje in a very big way guteta kugwatanira na family ya Kaibe turita gitagatu ete kumonogokia. Thank you nuntu ba support you bunti ritemya ke yonde, which I can't take for granted. Thank you for your love and thank you for the support. Na tabu bwe bangi bangu introduce ga tuatonye na bombunge 207. Na thank you nuntu ba kuoneka nafasi ya kubutumikira miaka kibao ndi mujumbe. Narenda ugirende after miaka ya kana na ambi na ya mwisho kutoka hapo sasa hata sisi tupanda pande. Kwa hivyo nitaendelea kumuomba maombi yenu na kuomba baraka zenu. Unajua tulikuwa na gavana wa kwanza alikuwa anaitwa Lagwa ambaye sasa ni chairman wa Serious Board. Tuko na gavana wetu Mheshimiwa Muthomi Njuki ambaye anaserve term yake ya pili, and then the third governor sio mwingine ni yule anasimama hapa kupitia kwa maombi ya Mwenyezi Mungu, kwa maombi yenu na baraka zenu. So I think Jancha allow me sir to invite James ambaye ni our in-law, our son ambaye tunapenda. The only issue James, ile kitu hao watu waliniambia, unajua hapa tunakuanga na ile kitabu ya ndawali. Ile ukikuja unatuandikia unaacha kitu, nimeambiwa kuna balance bando uko nayo, tukimaliza hii maneno uhakikisha umemalizana na hiyo balance. Ili tuendelee namna hiyo. So moja, karibu Your Excellency, our brother, our in-law, James Agre Bob Orango. Asante sana. The governor of Siaya County.
Joey. Thank you. Ero Kamano. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Put it down a bit. Okay, okay. Thank you very much. First, to the church and Mama Charity and the family of Mzee Murungi, the Prime Minister and the People's President Raila Odinga, Mheshimiwa Kareke, whom we have been with in Parliament for some time, Mheshimiwa High Excellency Martha Karua, Dr. Oburu Oginga, all the members of Parliament who are here, the members of the County Assembly, particularly the Speaker of the County Assembly of Siaya, members of the County Executive of Siaya County Government, who have come here in big numbers, and also the family of Betty, where the mother comes from, the other side of Meru, and the people of Tharaka Nithi. Hamjambo. Hamjambo. Leo nitasema machache sana kwa sababu nina kofia na ni kofia ya maana sana. Sasa itabidi niseme machache, na kwanza kabla kuingilia hotuba yangu nataka niwajulishe wengine tulikuja nao pamoja kutoka Siaya na sehemu zingine. Kuna wengine wanajua kule Nyanza tuna Luo Council of Elders. Nilikuja na mzee Charles Andere, mzee chungene malo maten. Unaona hiyo kitu anafanya hiyo. Asante sana. Tena na mzee wengine kutoka kule nyumbani anaitwa mzee Orango Nyabola. Asante sana mzee. Asante sana. Tuna viongozi ya walimu kule Siaya, NAT officials, wakiongozwa na bwana Alex Dunga, wako pale walimu kutoka Siaya. Asanteni sana. Na alikuja wameleta salamu za rambirambi ya Secretary General wa NAT, bwana Oyu, ambao kwa sasa yuko Arusha. Nina vijana wengine ambao ni rafiki wangu ambao walikuja wakati tulikuwa na mikutano kule Nairobi. The Nejay brothers, Ebu Smameni, just stand up for recognition. Yeah, Nejay and dear brother. Yeah, those are young people in technology business. Thank you very much for making it here. I also want again just to show the spirit of love and unity between our families, the people of Siaya, from Siaya. All of you, can you stand up again? I want to see you. Asante sana. Asante sana. Asante sana. Nataka pia wale ambao wametoka mahali ambao nimezaliwa, ambao inaitwa Nyawara Village. Watu wa Nyawara, hebu msimameni kama mko hapa. Mko upande huu Nyawara. Hao ndio wazazi wangu wako hapa na ndugu zangu. Asante. Asante, asante. Asante. Today, I want to recognize my party leader and Prime Minister Raila Odinga, because in this relationship between the two families, he has worked with me all these years. And for him to find time to come here, in fact, he had to so she'll say most of what would come from us as a family at the end. And therefore, I'll be very brief in my comment. But I want to thank Mama Charity for being strong, for keeping everybody together. And were it not for you, it would have been very difficult for this family to remain together. And I am very proud to be associated with this family. They are clear-minded. And you were here, who spoke here on behalf of the family. If I was to make a speech today, I'll probably read again that speech. And it makes me proud, like Obama. He went to Harvard, went to Stanford, he's an attorney in New York, but he chose to be a teacher. He could be a Wall Street. Or the people in this family are like that. The people of Meru and the Murungi. Betty is a lawyer. And has not just practiced in Kenya as a high court lawyer, but in the human rights law and in the fight for women's rights. Went between Israel and Palestine. And what she truly believes in. If Jaramogi was alive today, probably he would give you the life story of Betty as somebody who is dependable. In the old days when Jaramogi was alive, Betty used to have a small little car, blue car, a two-door car. And he would come sometimes in the morning. He says, today I want to go to Alliance High School. He was fond of going to Alliance High School to look at the grave of Kerry Francis, or go to Kasarani Stadium. At that time, some work was going on there, but there's a project that he had initiated many years ago. So when he wanted to go somewhere, and commitment to principle. But the thing that I really want to say today is this. which is just to recast what Njue said here. In everything that we do, we can have argumentation. But there's always something right in any circumstances. In every circumstances, there's always something right. And you can choose to do that right if you have a sense of justice, or go the opposite way. So maybe what I would want to say on this very important day when we are celebrating the life of Mzee Murungi is that what is going to take Kenya across the river into the path of democracy and constitutionalism is to do what is right. At the end of the day, do what is right. As leaders, do what is right. And in every circumstances, that debate is not very difficult. It's not very difficult. We can have argumentation all over, and Kenya now is full of debate. But there is always something right in any circumstances. And obviously, if there's something right, there's likely always be something wrong. So if we choose to be in the right path, I don't think that Kenya will get lost in this community of nations. And that's where I judge Raila Odinga, that when it comes to matters of principle, because I think all that we are arguing most of the time is about form rather than substance, is tactic rather than strategy. But if you are talking substance, I think we can always be able to do what is right for this country and what is right for this nation. And for that one, you should never be second-guessed as a leader. If you're a leader who is transactional and is looking at the easier path, then you will never get it right. Never get it right. Never get it right. So I don't want to say anything more than that, because this is a day for celebrating the life of this great Mzee, who always, in those private conversations, he could know what is right and what's to be done in any circumstance. And as I finish again, I thank the people from Siaya who came in big numbers. And in Siaya, I work very closely with the women leaders. And I work with them closely, but my background, even in FIDA, I think Martha remembers this. I was an honorable member of FIDA. We were arguing a case with Martha in the High Court and the Court of Appeal about our provision in the Constitution at that time about gender equality, what was the principle to be applied. So in any argument involving gender, I'm most likely to side with the women folk, and that's why I have very, very strong roots in Siaya. Maonge gamanya lo yenga Siaya beniti here. Joey. Now, it is now my pleasure now to invite the Right Honorable Raila Odinga.
The dignitaries ambao wamefika hapa siku ya leo, wananchi wote, watu wa Tharaka Nithi, mugeni kairi, asanteni sana. Tumefika hapa Tharaka Nithi siku ya leo na majonzi, manake tumepoteza muda wetu. Mzee Laban Muringi, ndio sababu tumefika. Na mimi nashukuru wote ambao wamepata nafasi ya kufika hapa, wenyeji wa hapa na watu wetu ambao wametoka Siaya kababa. Tumekuja kwa sababu ya mtoto wenu Beti Murungi Orango. Bibi yangu ambaye ni kama mama ya Beti, ambaye angefika hapa siku ya leo lakini hakuweza kufika. Lakini amenituma mimi nileta risala yake ya rambirambi sana. Ya Beti. Na baadaye sasa Beti alikuwa naishi kwa nyumba yetu. Hapo ndio Orango alimpata yeye. Na sasa Orango akapata yeye na akamwangalia na akampenda. Mambo yakaanza hapo. Sasa Aida vile akawa namna hii na akatengeneza maneno. Ikawa namna hiyo. Kwa hivyo mimi na Orango tulikuwa watoto wa Jaramogi. Kuna wakati mwingine sisi tulikuwa naitwa the young Turks. Professor Jang Nyong'o, Gitobu Manyara, Kiraitu Murungi, Joager. Sisi tulikuwa naitwa the young Turks. Wale watoto ambao walikuwa chapu kwa dili ya Nyayo. Tukawa pamoja wakati ile ambayo kulikuwa giza katika taifa. Ngwe ndani. Wakati ambao tulikuwa meno ya simba, kakata makucha yake, hatuko na simba kibogoyo. Lakini haya yote haikutukuja kwa njia ya urahisi. Tumetoka kuja kwa shida sana. Sasa sisi tunasema pole sana kwa jamii hapa. Huyu mzee amefanya na vile amekula chumvi Kiswahili. Amefika kikomo cha safari yake hapo ulimwenguni. Ameenda sasa mbinguni. Tunaomba Mungu amweke moyo yake pali pema peponi. Sasa umeona vile yeye amefanya kazi. Amezaliwa hapa katika jiji hii. Ameenda akasoma kule Kangaru. Akaenda mpaka Marekani. Akasoma vizuri huko. Akarudi tena hapa Kenya na akafanya kazi muhimu ya kujenga taifa letu. Sasa wakati imefika ameenda. Lakini sasa mama tunasema poleni sana kwa kupoteza mzee. Tuko na nyinyi wakati huu wa majonzi. Sasa mimi sitaki kusema maneno mengi zaidi. Hapa Meru mimi nimetembea mara mingi hapa Tharaka Nithi. Tulikuja wakati ile ambaye mambo yalikuwa mbaya. Kani ilikuwa bado Nchi mpaka endelee mbele. Bila hatutaki. Mambo ya kugawanya mali kwa njia ya ubaguzi hatutaki. Sijara yote tumeweka sema namna hiyo. Kwa hivyo sisi hatujasema tumeingia kwa Ruto. Bwana serikali Ruto ndiye amekuja kwetu. Kama walikuwa na shida hii ilikuwa inateketea, wakasema ati Ruto must go, finance bill must go. Ruto akasema finance bill siweki sahihi, nimerudishia bunge. Akasema nimevunja serikali. Sasa kitu gani? Sasa nataka kuunda serikali mpya. Akatuuliza sisi tumepatia yeye wataalamu ambao wanaweza kusaidia. Tukasema chukua hao wataalamu. Sio kuwapatia yeye. Tumaazima, sio? Atujaingia huko. Raila jaingia huko. Mimi si waziri katika serikali ya Ruto. Ama sivyo? Tuendelee. Baba endelee. Ngapo nasema baba endelee, nione mkono. Asanteni sana. Tunaomba Mungu aweke mzee wetu pale pema peponi. Shukrani sana.
You can continue that one, I think. I'm not going to continue.
Okay, thank you very much, His Excellency Raila Odinga. Tumpigie baba makofi tafadhali. Thank you very much, baba. Haya maono. Now we are going back to the clergy. So I would like to hand over to our moderator, Reverend David Irwege, to continue in the rest of the program.